my superstars, my whānau. I hope you're all well from wherever you're watching in the world, from the USA, from India, from South Africa, and my lovely followers here in New Zealand. Welcome to this Southern Hemisphere timing channel where we are looking at through a Southern Hemisphere lens, Maori wisdom, and deep currents moving through the collective. My friends, after this reading, I definitely have to go for a walk. Red has been following me around, and it's hopefully it breaks the red cycle today. So I did this reading yesterday, but I thought, let me wait and do another one this morning to see if there's been any energy shift, and there wasn't any energy shift. So I'm going to clear the energy with my red bell, and then we're going to take it from there. So, and my friends, wait until the end, because I'm going to be pulling one or two cards from the Egyptian gods deck. I played with them yesterday, and they actually worked quite well. So I'm just going to put them aside for the moment, and then we're going to just have a look. So this whole weekend, including yesterday, I just saw red cars, red signs, red buildings. And this repetitive showing tells me that there is something loud and unmistakably calling me to bring a message to the collective. When a color starts chasing you, you have to pay attention. The spiritual world speaks in symbols long before actual events actually start playing out on the world stage. Today's reading is about why this red wave appeared and what is signaling the world from Aotearoa to New Zealand, Aotearoa, the US, and the rest of the world, as well as the collective. So let's begin. I'm going to quickly shuffle some cards here. I did a pre-shuffle. So I'm just going to do another shuffle, and we're just going to quickly have a look and see. And trust me, if that Emperor shows up again, then it's definitely something political. Let's have a look. Clear and precise messages. No. Can't make this up. Emperor showed up again. Five of Pentacles. How often does the Five of Pentacles come up? Knight of Swords. Let's get all of this in. Ten of Cups in reverse. Yesterday we had the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Have a look. What's the underlying? Oh, and again, can't make this up. The Tower moment. Something big is coming. I'm just going to leave that one side. And this card shows up again. But let's just leave it there. I'm just going to put this aside. Okay, my friends, let's get into this. Woo! I've got goosebumps. I've just got a cold shiver. As the Emperor, it's a ruler, it's the architect of systems, structures, leadership, authority, governance. And if you look here, he's wearing red, different shades of red. And look at the sky behind him. It is like a reddy-orange color. The mountains have got a reddish tinge to it. Red is power. Red is a signal. Red could be a cloak. So if you've been seeing red non-stop, it is not random. And I believe it's not random. It is not coincidence. This definitely is leadership energy shifting for me. The Emperor in New Zealand's point of view is really surfacing of the red-coded influence. A return of red-associated leader or a red-associated movement. I'm leaving it at that. A tightening of structure and authority. I think it is also a strategic direction that is busy preparing us for something. And this in light of the 2026 elections on the horizon. This could be the first whispers that the energy for 2026 is already arriving on this land. Now let's have a look at the USA. And the Empress speaks to power struggles, I think. Leadership instability. A red versus blue wave, energetic clash. And as we all know, there is a fight to reclaim balanced authority. The Emperor really shows up without major movement behind it. And I don't know why, but it's just come to my mind with the scepter and the orb and the crown. Is there a change coming in the UK as well? Is there a change coming in the UK as well? Leave in the comments if you know what I'm talking about or whom I'm talking about. Okay, my friends, let's move on to the Six of Wands. Victory, recognition, a comeback, applause, a return to relevance. Return to relevance. Draw it back to the US. And I'm drawing it into New Zealand as well. This card supports the idea that someone who is out of the center may return to the center. And if you look at this card, again, there's red in the card. There's red in that victory card, in the victory as well. There's red in there. So red is just everywhere. I'm sorry, it just keeps standing out to me. Here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, a red-aligned figure could be stepping back into visibility. A party recovering moment. And a leader regaining public trust. Make your own conclusions. If you're from New Zealand, let me know who or what you think it is. Let's have a look at it at the USA. It could be a political faction preparing a strategic move, or a major PR win and a shift in public opinion. Just look at social media. Look at social media in the USA. The Six of Wands here is the return of the rider, which perfectly fits the Emperor. In Roman times, there was riders that ran out in front of the Emperor, the Caesar, to announce their return. Sorry, I just had to take a deep breath. I note this is not a political reading, my friends. This is an energetic reading. No nasty comments. Please, this is an energetic reading. Now, Five of Pentacles. Again, Five of Pentacles are showing up, but this time in reverse. This is about recovery after being out in the cold. In reverse, it is regaining resources, rebuilding foundations, moving out of crisis, a resurgence after loss. For New Zealand, a red movement that experienced a setback, now slowly regaining footing. Energy is shifting underneath the surface. Again, red in the cap. In the US, the underdog, I would say, regaining momentum. A faction or a fraction recovering strength quietly, and support returning where it was previously lost. Keep up the messaging. Keep up the messaging. These three cards are telling me leadership comeback energy. And remember, when I'm talking here about the US, it's basically in reverse. It's like our seasons that's in reverse. Summer, winter, winter, summer. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not getting into politics. I'm giving an energy shift reading here. Okay, my friends, now this Knight of Swords charging ahead. And in my experience, it normally appears when these political narratives that are accelerating, campaigns that are intensifying, and decisions are made rapidly. Unpredictable events and breakthroughs. And this could tie in with my Mike Johnson reading from yesterday. New Zealand could see a quick shift within the political landscape. Policies or announcements appearing rapidly, which has already happened in Parliament. It's already happened. And strong messaging from leadership figures. And here in New Zealand, we can actually see that messaging starting to come through. You can already see it starting to come through. I'm just going to do this. I don't know why the cards are telling me to do this, but I'm doing this. So, in the USA, there's also rapid escalation. There's aggressive political tactics, unexpected announcements. It keeps coming up. And a sudden directional shift. Look at Marjorie Taylor Greene's shift. Look at the resignations, shift. Sorry, this is tying in with yesterday's Mark Johnson reading. And this card brings urgency. The Emperor is patient. The Knight is not. Together, I think they can show us that leadership struggles are building up pace very, very quickly. Now, our 10 of Cups in reverse. What does it mean? It's not always just family, like your brother, sister, mother, father, auntie. It is the collective that is emotionally split. Communities are polarized. Families and nations feel divided. And this is a storm before the settling. Because that rainbow upright has to come out after a storm. It always comes out after a storm, a rainbow. The tensions need to be released. The volume has got to be turned down. People have got to be more empathetic. I think it suggests that the division is sharp and that there is clarity coming. The US may experience emotional or political fracturing, which we're already seeing on one side of the aisle. Here we've got red and blue energies. And it's clashing before there's a rebalance. We're not aligned yet, but we will be aligned. The tower moment, the sudden tower moment, has to come. In order to turn this card around. In the Maori, in Te Maori, red is also a spiritual force. It's a life force. Wero in Maori is red, if I remember correctly. It is life force. It is a strength. It is courage. It is rising energy. And it is ancestral warning or an activation. Tower card. We see the sunrise in New Zealand first and the sunset first. And this red wave is showing up physically, visually. The Emperor again appeared as the first card. This is a moment of second sight. Something is moving, something is coming. And we here in Aotearoa is feeling it first. If you stayed with me so far, my friends, please do like, subscribe, and share, and watch this video to the end, because we're going to quickly pull from my Egyptian oracle and see if the Egyptian oracle is going to give me some messaging. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Justice. Justice is coming. And how many times do we have the Justice card coming out? Complete different deck. Justice is coming out. Very last one. Let's quickly have a look here. If the Tarot deck is wanting to tell us something. Tarot, can you please give us one last message? One last message. The Hierophant. How does that all tie in? Again, red. There's red. The Hierophant. Structures. Leadership. This card's give me for one more. Righteousness. Righteousness. There's a righteous movement. There's a righteous moving coming towards us to ensure that we restore balance and underlying creation. We are creating our path, our future. We are waking up, my friends. We are waking up, and we are creating what we need and what we want. One last card. Hermit in reverse. We can come out of our shells. We can come out of our shells and stop isolating. We can move forward because now we have the clarity already. Because the scales have not been fair. Little bit went there, more went one side than the other side. Read again. And here we've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. That smugness is going to be rubbed off the faces. Smugness is going to be rubbed off. And again here we've got the red and the blue, red and the blue. There we go. That's all, my friends. And to end, the Empress. Pregnant with possibilities. If we stick the course, if we stay the course, if we awaken, if we are awakened by these messages that I'm giving to you today with the red, the Empress says there is so much possibility for every single person out there. But you've got to be the star. So thank you for watching the Southern Star Tarot channel, where we are bringing you a message from the future. Sunrise first, sunset first. Thank you, my friends. Do leave your like, share and comment below, and I will see you all very, very soon. Thank you, and may you be blessed.